Hello students, once more welcome to our class, and today we will discuss the increasing and decreasing function. Last time in my video already we have discussed the basics of increasing and decreasing function. Today we will more properties of increasing decreasing function let us discuss, and also with its problem and working rule. So let us start. What is increasing and decreasing function? I am just starting already. The theorem I am going to start. The theorem already discussed. The theorem as it is telling कि if f of x is a function in the closed interval a b to r, then if f of x is continuous in closed interval a b, and second point, f of x is differentiable on open interval a b, then it is telling, then if f dash x greater than 0 for all x belongs to this closed interval a b, then your f of x is strictly increasing function on closed interval a b. And if this is first point, if second point, f dash x is less than 0 for all x belongs to this closed interval a b, then your f of x is strictly decreasing function on closed interval a b. And third point, if f dash x is equal to 0 for all x belongs to this closed interval a b, then your f of x is constant. So this is the theorem it is telling, by which we can test a function is increasing or decreasing. So this theorem is very important and you have to remember. Discuss the working rule, how to solve the problem. Here working rule is telling the step 1, as the function will be given and we have to check whether the function is increasing or decreasing. In that case, what you will do? First step, you will find f dash x. Second step, take f dash x equal to 0. When f dash x equal to 0, those points where function derivative 0, those points are known as critical points. Get these points in the interval. Suppose the interval a b is given in open interval a b. Arrange these critical points in ascending order x1, x2, x3, like that xn, and after getting, divide the interval, because you will get these points are between here. Suppose this is a and this is b, here x1, here x2, and here xn you are getting. Now divide this interval, sub intervals a x1, x1, x2, x3, x2, x3, likewise xn b, and in each interval you check the sign of the f dash x. Check the sign of f dash x sign, whether it is positive or negative, because to satisfy the theorem. Here if f dash x greater than 0, then f of x is strictly increasing, and if f dash x is less than 0, then f of x is strictly decreasing. This is your working rule. So based on this one question, let us solve. Now let us solve one example. Here find the intervals in which the following function is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Function is given. The function is given f of x is equals to minus 2x cube minus 9x square minus 12x plus 1. And how to solve? What is our step 1? Our step 1 is to find the derivative f dash x. So let us start solving this question. Here solution. here f of x is equals to minus 2x cube minus 9x square minus 12x plus 1. So f dash x with respect to x derivative we are finding. This is minus 2 into 3x square minus 9 into 2x minus 12 into 1 plus 0. So this is equals to your minus 6x square minus 18x minus 12 is equal that is minus 12, which minus taking common, minus 6 you can rather take common, it is x square minus 3x plus 3x, all minus taken common, plus 3x plus 2, right, and further it is factorized minus 6 into x plus 1 into x plus 2. So this is the factorization of f simplification. This is just step 1 over, find f dash x, and I did the simplification. Next step it is telling f dash x equal to 0. So f dash x equal to, take here, start here, take f dash x equal to 0. We have got f dash x is here. When you are equal to 0, you are getting it is minus, then this part is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 2. This is your critical point you have got. Next we have to go for the intervals. Now this is your interval. What is the interval? Nothing is given. Nothing given means minus infinity to infinity, real number. Here nothing means here x is belongs to R. Now this is ascending order. This is minus 1, this is this is minus 2 first, and this is minus 1. These are the points, critical point you have got. Now what are the intervals? So intervals are क्या होगा? What will be intervals? This is minus infinity to minus 2, and this is minus 2 to minus 1, and this is minus 1 to minus infinity. Now 3 interval you have got. Okay, now you have to check the sign. How to check the sign? Now for x belongs to, each interval you will check, minus infinity to minus 2, your f dash x. What you will check? F dash x. What is your f dash x? This one is your f dash x. If you are taking a value from here, suppose minus infinity to minus 2, you select your own value by your choice. Minus infinity to minus 2, in between that which value you can choose. Suppose select minus 3. Now put this minus 3 here. This is the minus 6 is there. Minus 3 when you are putting, this is negative. Again minus 3 you are putting, this is negative. Then negative, negative, negative. As a whole, what you have got? It is less than 0. I hope you have got. Next, similarly, as it is negative 0, then what you can conclude? Next, similarly, you check for x belongs to next interval, minus 2 to minus 1. Then f dash x is equal to a minus 6. Acha, minus 2 to minus 1. In between that, what you can take? Minus 1.5 we can take. Suppose minus 1.5 you have taken. This is negative. This is positive. Matlab negative into positive. Then as a whole, what you have got? Negative, negative, positive, positive into positive, positive, greater than 0. Now another interval left for x belongs to, it is minus 1 to infinity. Minus 1 to infinity, you have got f dash x. Again it is minus 6. Minus 1 to infinity, 0 you take. It is positive, 0 you put here. 0 plus 1, 1. 0 plus 1, 1. Positive. 0 plus 2, 2. Positive. So this is what you have got? Positive, positive. As a whole, what you have got? Negative. Now you see, in this interval, the function is negative. Means it is decreasing. I am putting this, just this is a symbolic notation for your understanding I am writing. This is greater than 0, increasing, less than 0, decreasing. Now let us write the conclusion. Here what conclusion we have got? F of x is strictly increasing on minus infinity to minus 2 and minus 1 to infinity as it is less than 0, and f of x is strictly increasing in minus 2 to minus 1. In these two interval it is decreasing and here it is increasing. Here as sign you have got, it is negative, here positive, here negative. Alternatively you will get the sign also in some cases, most of the cases alternate sign you will get. Here it is decreasing, here it is increasing, here it is decreasing. So this way you will solve the problem, right? So this way another question let us solve. Let us solve another question. Now let us solve another example. Here the question is, prove that y is equal to 4 sin theta upon 2 plus cos theta minus theta is an increasing function of theta in interval 0 to pi by 2. Here 0 to pi by 2 it is fixed, and in this complete interval this function is strictly increasing. That we have to show. Okay, we have to follow the working rule. According to our working rule, step 1, your proof. Step 1 here, this is your y is equal to f of theta. In term of theta it is given, that is 4 sin theta upon 2 plus cos theta minus theta. Now so your this is dy by d theta is equal to f dash theta. Here we will apply the quotient rule. Here we will apply the quotient rule. So this is the derivative of the numerator, that is 4 sin theta derivative is cos theta plus into 2 plus cos theta minus, it is not minus, it is a plus into 4 sin theta constant into derivative of 2 plus cos theta. 2 derivative is 0, cos theta derivative is minus sin theta. Sorry, it is minus will come. Your quotient rule, na? Quotient rule is u by v derivative whole dash is what? U dash v constant minus u v dash upon v square. So by this rule, your it is 4 sin theta derivative cos theta 2 plus cos theta constant, it is minus this 4 sin theta constant, and this derivative 2 derivative is 0, it is 0 minus sin theta upon this will be 2 plus cos theta whole square. This is, you put it in the bracket, right, and this implies f dash theta is equals to, or just simplify, 4 2s are 8 cos theta plus 4 cos square theta minus minus plus 4 sin square theta upon 2 plus cos theta whole square. Now just you see the f dash theta we have got. Once more I am repeating here, this is by quotient rule you have got this one. Since theta derivative minus 1 taking LCM, you are getting this 8 cos theta, 4 taking common, sin square theta plus cos square theta minus 2 plus cos theta whole square. This cos square theta plus sin square theta plus cos square theta becomes 1. So this becomes 4. And opening this bracket, this is 2 plus cos theta whole square. Opening the bracket, minus 4 cos theta minus cos square theta. Here plus 4 minus 4 cancel, 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta is equal to 4 cos theta and minus cos square theta. Taking cos theta common, you are getting it is cos theta into 4 minus cos theta by 2 plus cos theta whole square. And here the important point, your x is belongs to where? It is 0 to pi by 2, first quadrant. Since your theta belongs to, this is first quadrant 0 to pi by 2, and we know that this cos theta maximum value is 1. So 4 minus 1, this is positive. Then what are you getting? F dash theta, this is equal to positive. Cos theta to definitely first quadrant positive. 4 minus cos theta, that is positive. and upon 2 plus cos theta is a square function, this is also positive. As a whole, what you have got, this f dash theta is greater than 0. What you can conclude? Therefore, for all theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2 by theorem, this f dash theta is greater than 0. Therefore, f of theta is a strictly increasing function, right? So this is a proof that question, and you will find this type of question in your any book, any exercise, and particularly in NCERT if you are following, and you can able to solve the proof that question. If it will come, then you have to just show that this is the derivative in that interval is positive. If it is decreasing asking, then in that case you have to show in that given interval that function is negative. So this is your increasing and decreasing function. So you must, there is a important questions, your question in your board exams. So you practice more and more number of questions, and this will be help you. Also it will be help in many other competitive exam you will find. So this is the working rule you have to remember. So definitely, so we'll meet, we'll see you in next topic in my next class. Thank you, students.